Hi, I'm the team leader of Road to 15K, and we are working on case study one, which is debt relief innovations for sustainable economic empowerment. So today we're going to be presenting on our solution called Savvy. Without further ado, let me move on to the team introductions. So the full stack development team is actually made up of me, Tan Jialing, as well as Li Wenhan, and our fourth member is actually Dalton Gan, who is the business analyst as well as the quality assurance member of our team. We all come from Asia Pacific University. But here's the important thing. Why case study one? Because according to recent studies that are conducted in Malaysia, this country's household debt came to about 1.53 billion trillion by the end of 2023. We're talking about debt, debt, and even more debt. So this huge problem can be broken down into three components. The first being that the household debt to gross domestic product is 84.2% in 2023. And what with the rising taxes as well as the cost of living in Malaysia, this number is actually expected to increase exponentially over the next few years. And secondly, we move on to the fact that nearly 60% of the 46,000 Malaysians declared bankrupt between 2018 and 2023 were aged between 25 and 44. So this actually means that a huge portion of our youths are actually in debt currently. And finally, with the growth of Malaysia's total household debt moving at 5.1% annually, this accrued debt is literally a ticking time bomb that is waiting to explode if no solutions manage to address all of the problems correctly. So let's introduce Thomas, right? Thomas graduated into a cushy job at the age of 22, and he managed to land a salary that's way above market average. And as a result, all of his family as well as his friends ask him to take the opportunity before it's gone. And of course, he takes out multiple loans to buy a huge new luxury condo, as well as a new Continental car to go with it. However outstanding Thomas was in his industry, he was not an exception to the tech layoffs that happened in the industry all the way from at the end of 2023 to current times. He lost his job and yet he still has so many loans to maintain. So these are the three pain points that he's experiencing currently. Number one is financial strain because he feels overwhelmed by the debt, causing severe levels of stress and anxiety. And number two, he's also suffering from a lack of knowledge because he isn't well equipped with the financial literacy to manage his funds, making it hard for him to complete his payments on time, lowering his credit score. And finally, he feels as though things are already going so badly for him, he might as well stop trying. Now, Thomas isn't just one individual. He's a representative of all of the youths in Malaysia who are currently facing this exact problem. So, what can we do to help them? Here's an approach to debt relief that our team has managed to identify through some research. So basically, here are the requirements that are needed to address all the pain points that Thomas, as well as other people like Thomas, are experiencing currently. Number one, the solution needs to be able to centralize debt tracking. Because having one debt to track and manage is already hard in and of itself, imagine having two or three or even more to keep up with. So the solution must be able to provide an overview of all the debts all in one place to stop overwhelming these users. And second of all, the app needs to be able to provide financial literacy because at the end of the day, solution to helping people reduce their incurred debts is by equipping them with the knowledge on how to best manage their finances so they never get to that point. And finally, this application needs to be able to boost the user's motivation because being unable to meet the payment deadlines and then getting punished with even lower credit scores can be incredibly demotivating if you're forever and perpetually stuck in that cycle. So the solution must be able to encourage its users despite these circumstances. So that is where Savvy comes in. Now, Savvy is our mobile application solution that targets UN SDG number one, which is no poverty, as well as number four, which is quality education. It is a mobile application that is developed using the Flutter framework as well as the Dart language. And without further ado, let me cut to the product demonstration now. Hi, welcome to the product demonstration segment of our presentation today. So essentially, upon booting up the app, you'll be met with this onboarding screen, and you can click on register. And the register page will essentially prompt you to choose between a puppy or a cat as your starter pet. So you can fill in all of the fields, choose your wanted pet, and then you can click on register now. Upon logging in or registering successfully, you will be met with this homepage where you are greeted by your virtual pet, as well as a tab that indicates your in-game currency. Now, in this page, you'll be able to see all of the goals that are in progress. You'll be unable to complete any main goal because that is automatically completed upon the full payment of your loan. However, you can create new personal loans in order to earn in-game currency. So essentially, I have no in-game currency now. So let me try to purchase this cosmetic. It's going to tell me that I'm unable to. But let's say I do have enough in-game currency. It will actually allow me to purchase the cosmetic and apply it to my virtual pet immediately. So let's move on to the debt overview part of the debt manager feature. So essentially, this is going to give me an overview of all of the debts that I have actually linked and applied to on this application. So currently it's telling me that my car loan total is so and so, as well as the amount of paid and outstanding. And also the overview is displayed in the form of a pie chart below here as well. So one of the most important features of application is being able to apply to a DMP that is provided by AKPK through the application. So that in an ideal situation where we have successfully collaborated with the AKPK, we will be able to submit for a DMP application through our Savvy, so that the user doesn't need to either go to the office in person as well as register to the website in order to apply for the loan successfully. And once that's done, they will be able to sync their DMP to the application, basically manage all of their debts in one place. So the next part of our product demonstration is basically the expenses tracker. So in the expenses tracker, you'll be able to get a dashboard of all of your expenses as well as your budget, and it's going to tell you how much balance you have left, and it's going to automatically increase your monthly income as per what you have put into the application. It's also going to tell you how much that you have spent on certain categories of spending, such as shopping, food, and groceries. And it's also going to provide you a list of your latest transactions, and as well as the comprehensive breakdown of where your spendings are going to. So next, there's also the Financial Literacy Hub. So this is a place where users will be able to educate themselves and equip themselves with the knowledge required for them to become financially independent. So essentially, they can bookmark certain articles or they can follow authors so that they're able to curate their own feed and the app becomes more personalized, or they can click into the application itself and leave a like, share the article to their friends, or go or visit the YouTube link that is associated with each article. Finally, our application also promotes a social media like feed where users can connect with other users that are in similar situations as them, so that it's important for them to know that they are not alone in the uphill battle to completing their loan payments. So in the social media feed, they're able to basically comment down in reply to other people, as well as like their posts or share the posts as usual. And they'll also be able to share their own thoughts as in their own social media posts as well. So since we have explored all of the options and the features in this application, let me just click on the drawer and let me log out, and it's going to bring me back to the onboarding page. Now, back to the business analysis part. Savvy will be operating on a freemium business model, so we will not be taking away any of the core features of Savvy from its users. However, paid users will have access to more cosmetic options, a comprehensive expenses tracker feature at only 5 ringgit per month, and a bonus source of revenue for us is possibly advertisements, because we want to implement a feature where users are able to watch advertisements in order to earn in-game currency for their virtual pets. And moving on, we will be discussing the target market. So essentially, our first user group is basically individuals or families with debt problems in Malaysia. And we will also be targeting financially savvy individuals or individuals who are looking to improve their financial health and budgeting skills through a mobile application. And we will specifically be targeting the Gen Z. Talking about market size, so the budget and market size value in 2022 is expected to increase to 360.4 million USD by 2030. So this shows a compound annual growth rate of 5.4%, which means that this is a market with plenty of space for us to expand and grow into. We have also compared Savvy to 3 other applications, which are MN&E, Wallet App, and DebtPP, from all of the aspects that are shown on the screen currently. And after taking into account all of the features that Savvy has and does not have, and compared with all of these 3 other applications, we are the clear winner here at 8 points versus 3, 7, and 4 points from the others. So this is the projected profit that we will be earning over the course of the next 10 years. So we are operating under several assumptions that are shown on the screen right now. However, it is clear that should all of the assumptions come through, we will be earning 2.5 million profit annually by year 2034. So what's next for Savvy? So first of all, our team will focus on gathering insights from our target user group in the next phase of development to garner a better understanding of what our audience wants by the end of 2024. So we also want to enhance our core features by the end of 2024 as well, by funneling our efforts into the improvement of core functionalities like the virtual pet management program, strengthening its ties in connection with debt repayment plans. And additionally, we will eventually move on to the implementation of AI for the feed curation part of the Financial Literacy Hub. And finally, finally, our team needs to understand what is needed for collaboration with AKPK to use their pipelines for a debt management program, and whether it is possible or not to form this connection with them. And if it is not, our team will also need to move on to creating our own alternative while maintaining the security of our application and the privacy of our users' data.